everyone for joining us. I don't know why that sounded wrong. Joining us for another community committee meeting. This is for June 24th, 2021. We don't have agenda items today, so this is going to be a pretty short one. We are going to have a private session discussing some stuff. We can get off into the agenda updates. Anyone want to provide updates?
Hey guys, Ademola, I'm here to give, on behalf of the mentorship initiative, so I'll just give updates. Okay, so over the past couple of weeks, we completed the round of applications to add a new mentee to the mentorship initiative. And so currently we are sort of iterating through our process and having a process review to sort of tackle some of the inefficiencies we experienced in the last rounds and make our process more efficient and seamless. I think we've also been reaching out to initiatives that we've helped get mentees on board to find out how the mentee is doing and if they need anything else. And currently we are also available to help teams and initiatives that are looking to get a mentee or need help one way or another. So if any of you guys are available, we can talk and we are basically available to help initiatives that will be needing mentees to sort of help them out in their work. So I think that's it from the leadership initiative.
I might just add that did recently add another mentee for the Node API team. We'd got a number of good applicants that had gone through the process, and so having onboarded the first mentee, the mentorship team asked us if we could pick up a second person, and we said yes, and so it's great to have them have joined us as well. So just wanted to add that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, for internationalization, some things are definitely underway. We're meeting regularly, which is good. So we picked up steam again. We've got more of the process of adding people regularly who are requesting access to translate, continuing to audit that because it's kind of an ongoing process. We've synced up with the web redesign working group, and we've been able to connect with them and kind of see where the footprint is that we're going to move forward with translating and providing what we can provide for them. So that was great. Ben Halverson came over and gave us a walkthrough a couple weeks ago on what we can do for that. So that's awesome. And then what was the other thing? Oh, just interesting crossovers between this working group and what's going on in the OpenJS standards working group. There's somebody named Mike Samuel, who I don't know very well, but I'd like to get to hang out with him, and he wants to meet with me and Stephen and Zeke sometime soon to talk about translation of APIs in an IDE, which might be interesting, and primarily to assist pre-fluent English speakers and people who need a little bit of help there. So interesting conversation. I don't have a ton of context for it, but I know he did present at a standards meeting and he'd like to meet with us soon. So
just for the minutes, you're talking to him about translations in the UI, or what was, I didn't quite catch that.
Translations in an IDE. So like
in an IDE, right? Yeah. Okay. So I thought I got that quite wrong.
No, sorry.
It's for the language server protocol stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So people would be able to set their language server to support a particular language.
Right.
Language server is wait. You mean translations for like JavaScript, right? And not
API. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't have the full context for it. All I know is that what he said was interested in chatting about presenting translated APIs in an IDE to assist pre-fluent English speakers. So he did have a presentation on it. So I know that there's a footprint there if you want to take a deeper look at it, and I will too. I just haven't had time to look at it yet, but it sounded interesting.
I think I was there in the standards meeting for that one. I
Oh,
popped
cool.
in for that. And yeah, so it has to do with the language server protocol stuff, I think. And language is not like internationalization language. It's like programming language. It's a thing that's in VS Code that
Right.
other things are picking up.
Right.
Um,
So be more on the
cool.
like more the globalization side of things.
Yeah.
Which is totally normal. I think that's like to for this group. So I think that's why it would be good to have Stephen and myself and Zeke and whoever else is interested in that there. Also, continuing on that note, continuing to cross over with, Stephen invited me to go to CLDR meetings. So I'm trying to get in the swing of that and bringing all these groups together within the context of standards.
Nice.
Right on. I will add as well in terms of website redesign work that there has been some progress there on, kind of the basic page work that needs to happen. And so that's good. Some movement there for sure. I wasn't able to attend the meeting yesterday, but from what I saw last week and the work that's been going on, there's been some progress in like layouts of like basically the about us section on the current website. I was hoping that trying to help the team focus on getting all of those pages built. So I think that is largely done. Just trying to help keep the team on track there. That's it.
And I can back that up. Having gone to a couple meetings, saying that the Ben Halverson, a few other people, Jatil, people are pretty. Those folks are pretty active, and there's definitely progress there. And they're pretty focused on it. So it's been exciting to see them pushing these things along, and just to help joining Joe and them periodically to help out as much as I can too.
Cool.
Yeah, hopefully we can talk more about that soon. Kind of show where things are and what I was trying to just to kind of summarize a little bit, trying to help the team to focus on the low hanging fruit. Those kind of basic pages, get those done. My direction for them is always like look at Node.js.org and look at the designs. I know the designs are lacking in a lot of ways, but try to use the current site as a guide. And like I said, get the low hanging fruit done. We've got some, I think, bigger effort things that we need to work on. But I wanted to get those other things done first. So bigger effort things being like, docs is one of them. Internationalization, localization, I guess I should say, localization. Making sure that the pages, the links are the same, which, I think we're largely there. We got to go back and do an audit of that. The only kind of asterisk on that comment is the localization part of it. So, there are some bigger chunks of work that we need to focus on, but the low-hanging fruit is coming along nicely. So we'll see.
Cool.
Yep.
I think the only thing I could update on is examples. Basically, I'm at a stalemate with examples right now. GitHub Actions is broken in a way that we can't run the examples repo as it's built. We specifically, Mateo came up with a solution. I initially structured it with the intent of having everything use Jest for tests, and people were rightfully against that for basically Jest doesn't necessarily work for every kind of application that could go in there. So Mateo came up with a solution that basically uses a feature of GitHub Actions and having basically a monorepo structure that you have a GitHub action for every single project that's in it. And the way the way you do that is with the paths property in there. Seems like the paths property just doesn't work. Like it doesn't actually do what it's supposed to do. I've had GitHub people tell me this should work and it doesn't. So I've also, I months ago created an issue in their GitHub community forum, no response. So I don't know. I basically have to go through and completely reevaluate how we've structured it. And part of that, I was waiting for like npm workspaces to be stable. I think this, when I was initially doing this work, this was pre workspaces existing. So I think at some point here, I have to go in and do a complete refactor of it. Luckily, there's not a ton in there already, but like right now, every single CI for each project runs on every single PR, which is not what we want. That's a lot of compute that's just completely unnecessary. So I have to find the time to basically go and completely restructure that project, which is fine. I can do that. I have other. Every time I want to go do that, I feel like I should prioritize ComCom work, and then I enter a stalemate in my brain where I don't do that, and then I don't do anything. So yeah, that's kind of the status of that. Is basically examples can't work as it's structured right now because of this feature that should work but doesn't in GitHub Actions. And then on top of that, I think I had been planning to do a restructure of it anyway with workspaces. So, just need to get around to doing that basically. But yeah, I like, it's basically impossible right now to add things without exponentially increasing the load on that repo, which I'd prefer not to do. I mean, like I will accept PRs and stuff, but I'm not gonna go and add my own, like add new examples without doing that work first. So that's the status of that. I don't think I have anything else. I have been doing some kind of just planning work for ComCom, but we can talk about that in the private session. So do we have anything else that we want to talk about or need to talk about? Cool. I think with that, then we'll end the public session. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time. ComCom members, please